Hi, my name's Harper. I go to school at West Virginia University, and today I'm going to be talking about self-branding. I'll be talking about celebrities, micro-celebrities, and a little bit about myself. You can kind of think of self-branding being similar to your identity. It also has to do a lot with how people associate things with you. So when it comes to celebrities, people all have different perceptions of people. So when I think about Blake Shelton, I usually think of a good singer, but lots of alcohol. People always seem to talk about how he's always drinking, and being a coach on The Voice, everyone always makes cracks at him that he doesn't actually have soda or water in his glass, that he always has some type of liquor. Another celebrity who has a big self brand is Taylor Swift. People talk about her and all of her many boyfriends and how her music is basically her diary or whatever. It has to do with all the past guys that she's been with. Some other ones that have come up recently are Jennifer Lawrence and pizza, or CeeLo Green for a while had a whole thing with some type of animal always being in his pictures and videos, and any type of interview he was giving, he was always holding a cat or something. I think these days, though, the celebrity who has the biggest self brand is probably Miley Cyrus. So her brand has changed over time, but people know who she is, and they now associate her in 2016 with being really quirky and different and not like everybody else. People talk a lot about how they want authenticity and they want the real you. I think that's kind of a reason why people end up saying, just be you, just be who you are. Well, it's because people want that. So then as far as it goes for micro celebrities, which are people who aren't quite celebrities, but they have a big following. So some examples of those are two guys from the group called Pentatonics. They have a YouTube channel. Scott and Mitch, they talk about a whole bunch of things, ranging from their personal singing career to funny videos they've seen on YouTube to having guest stars, and it really just brings in a following. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are famous, but they're pretty close. Some other people who have great YouTube channels and are micro celebrities would be like Jenna Marbles or Tyler Oakley, although he's now starting to turn more into a celebrity rather than a micro celebrity. But they all have social branding. So the cool thing about these micro celebrities are they have total range to make their brand up as they go, and it has a big impact on their followers. Well, people kind of think, well, everybody has that opportunity to make their own brand and have people see them in the way that they want, but most people don't have millions of followers. Not everybody is going to care what I have to say, but if I was a micro celebrity, there'd be a lot more people than just the few who are probably going to watch this. Micro celebrities gain followers because of something called the parasocial relationship, which basically is people feel close to you even if they don't know you. They feel connected through YouTube or other sources of media just because of what you're saying and your brand and who they identify you as. So in my personal life, I'm really involved here at WVU, and some of the groups that I'm involved with are WVU's SWAT program, the Student Wellness Ambassador Team, which are peer educators that talk about health and wellness all throughout campus. I'm also involved with my major, Communication Studies, and I'm in the Undergrad Comm Association and Lambda Pi Eta, which is the National Honor Fraternity for Communication Studies students. I also am an RA, and that takes up a lot of my life. So online, I can post about all of these different things to different social media sites, and it's all going to tell stories about me and represent who I am online for people who are in my day-to-day life to view. So on Facebook, I have lots of family and friends that follow me there, so it's kind of a place to put pictures of things that have happened or little stories or blurbs about something that I really enjoy doing, or something I'm excited about, or something like that. Whereas LinkedIn is very much more a business professional site, so I would much rather, instead of sharing kind of a relaxed post, I would much rather say, look, this is an award I got, or this is something, a campaign I took a part in, or something like that to help my personal brand in the business world to be more proactive and be viewed in a certain way in that sense. So then if I go to my Snapchat, that is the silly things that happen in my day-to-day life. It could be anything. Now that I don't necessarily want future employers to see, but it's all part of me. It's all part of my social brand. So the differences among sites really kind of put my identity all together. I just show them in different ways. This is kind of called the front stage and backstage. It's a Goffman theory, and it basically just means you show different parts of yourself to different places or different people. So, kind of as I explained, you aren't going to necessarily act the same way with a future employer than you do with your best friends or with your parents, even versus your grandparents. It really is just kind of encompassing everything that you are in your social brand, but putting it all online. All part of my social brand. It's what I want people to see and think about me. It's how I want them to perceive and feel when I'm around or even when I'm not around. If someone says my name, I want them to think certain things. All of that information is stuff that I'm putting out on social media and on the internet. And I'm hoping that the things that I put out there represent the best form of myself, but also still my true self. So that's it for me. I hope you guys learned something about social branding, and if you want to talk about how you have your own version of social branding or what you do to represent yourself online, you can always leave a comment. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and let's go Mountaineers!